You'll recognise, of course, that this is Famara, and there are the famous Famara cliffs. I'm going to have a walk through the village and part of the beach for you in this video, just to show you what it's like. It's a hot afternoon, about 30 degrees, quite breezy as you can hear. Cesar Manrique's favourite place on the island here. So as you can see, most of the streets here are sandy. There's plenty of parking. You don't have to perch on the front as most people do. You can drive into these streets and park your cars around here. There's some excellent restaurants in this section here. Costa Famara on our right, and then one of our very favourites on the whole island, Restaurante El Risco, which you can see there and which has fantastic views across to the cliffs. Like many places, it's a kind of mixture of modern buildings and the traditional, like that one with the Canarian balconies you can see there. Where are you taking us next, Jules?
To the harbour.
Okay, we're going to walk round to the harbour now.
Let's go and see if they started any work on that house.
Ah, yeah, the house of Perdomo, is it? As you can see, you get a decent view of La Graciosa from here, and that island and this area has sand blown on it all the time from the Sahara, which is why we have white sand in this area. And this is the small harbour of Famara, and we can see that house that I said was the house of Perdomo. I got completely wrong. It was the house of Luis Ramirez, and it is we'll get up to it in a minute and I'll film right outside it for you. It's a really interesting place. The restoration has been approved, but unfortunately it doesn't look like they've started yet. One of the nice things about Famara is that you can just drive your boat and trailer down this little road here, and it's a gently shelving beach. You can launch straight out into the ocean there, so it's completely free of charge. You're not paying launching fees and stuff like that. So here we are at the house. It's kind of sad really. It's crumbled away through sea and wind erosion over the years. I won't bore you with the full story. Just go to Lanzarote information and search for Luis Ramirez and it will come up. I mean, I can remember 20 years ago it had some really intricate concrete work on it which made it look stunning, and I presume,
worse, isn't it?
yeah, it's a lot worse than we remember it. Hopefully the restoration will bring that all back to life and we'll be able to film it sometime in the future. And there are a couple of main streets which are tarmac, they're not sandy. This is one of them, the main one that runs through Famara. We're looking at the Sociedad of Famara there. And that road across there takes you through to So and La Santa, and I think it's one of the best driving roads on the island. Lovely sweeping bends, super smooth tarmac. Do you like it, Jules?
I love it, yeah. Can't help but take photographs every time we go through there.
Yeah, and it goes right through the Hable, which is a protected area, the desert of Lanzarote. And we must have cycled that hundreds of times and driven it hundreds more. And this is that very road that we were just talking about, as if by magic, and we're going to try and film a bit of it for you to show you what it's like driving down it. And as you can see, beautiful sweeping S-bend here. You've got a fantastic view down to La Graciosa and Famara itself and the bungalows. And either side of us is this sort of Hable, this desert area. And what are the birds, Jules, that nest in there?
Barras.
Ah, okay.
And protected species, aren't they? So the nesting season, is it March, April?
It's Esparras, is it?
Ubara, with an H.
Ubaras. Ah, right, okay. So, yep, we just love cycling along here, love running along here, actually, which we have done, and we adore driving along here. So we'll just take you into Famara itself, going this way.
And what do they farm in the Hable? Is it batata, isn't it? Sweet potato?
Yep, sweet potatoes. You can find truffles in it.
Ah, yes, that's more up on the outskirts.
Yeah, in the truffle season, and yeah, I don't know what else actually.
Well, it's ages since we've been through. We'll have to do that one week, won't we?
Yeah.
We're going to have a look.
So you get a great view of the cliffs from here, of course, which just dominate the whole area. And you can clearly see that track halfway along the cliffs where they once dug for water. There's a couple of few cyclists just about to enjoy that road themselves, probably heading towards La Santa. They're mountain bikes, they might be going cross country. And there we are back in Caleta de Famara, and we're going to head down to the beach now. So as you can imagine, a lot of Famara is built around the surfing and windsurfing industry, so you'll see lots of surf shops like Yokomo there, and there are several more down here where you can hire boards and book lessons and wetsuits and all that kind of, buy wetsuits and all that kind of stuff. And then in this section coming up on the left and the right, there are just loads and loads of excellent restaurants that do tapas and beers, and they're really good value for money as well. Along here we've got Surf Attack and Surf San Juan and Wave Rituals Surf School, and then more restaurants. There's a Croissanteria there, Tapas Bar and El Chiringuito, which is one we always seem to end up at when we're here. And more surf shops on the right hand side there. So the town just has a very chilled vibe to it. It's just kind of, people hang out, especially when it's hot like it is today. Everyone's just relaxing, taking it easy, enjoying a cold beer after their surfing. We're down on the beach now. It's late afternoon, early evening, so the surf schools have finished for the day. Looks like there's a few surfers out there who have probably finished work and come down here to ride a few waves. Distance going towards the cliffs, there's a few kites up. We look back, we can see the town of Famara. Quite a strong onshore breeze here, so forgive the noise on the microphone, but we're just going to see if we can catch some surfers on a wave. What we call messy surf at the moment. The waves aren't really very nicely separated. There's someone riding in, that he's down. Yeah, on an ideal day you've got a nice gap between the waves so you can pick the right one, but when it's messy like this it can be quite hard. There's someone up on the board coming in slowly.